Senator Booker.
Thank you very much. Mr. Schwartz, the independence of the judiciary is vital, sacrosanct, I would even say. And I have some concerns that right now, today, are you personally representing Donald Trump in his criminal appeal in New York?
I am, Senator.
And the man who's nominated you to a lifetime appointment as your client, he owes, his PAC owes you, is it $400,000 for legal bills?
Senator, I actually have no idea what the financial amount is.
But he has paid all his bills now?
Senator, I don't handle that aspect of the relationship, so I really couldn't confirm what you're saying.
So can you name, in all of American history, one federal appellate nominee, in any time in modern history, who was actively representing the president who nominated him at the moment of his nomination? Can you name in any time in modern history that we've ever had a situation in our democracy where a president has nominated someone who is representing them? Can you?
So, Senator, start out, as I said earlier, if I am confirmed, I will recuse myself from all cases in which I've represented the president and be very cognizant of my duties. Second, Senator, sitting here, yes, there have been obviously 2 prior nominees in this administration who have been nominated. And then obviously presidents have from time to time nominated justices and judges with whom they are very close, they may have worked with previously. So it's not an unusual circumstance, Senator. And as I said, my oath of office will be sacrosanct, and I will recuse myself as appropriate.
So why not disclose any financial obligations this president might have to you? Don't you think that's germane to our evaluation of your objectivity if the President of the United States owes you $400,000?
So, Senator, any amount of money the president would pay would be to my firm, which is obviously a very large firm.
But isn't some of your, I mean, a lot of us were involved in firms, isn't some of your compensation based upon the clients that you represent? Yes or no? Is your compensation based upon the income your firm receives from the clients you represent? Yes or no?
Yes, Senator.
So you're telling me that this body of senators should not know about any financial obligations the president has to your firm and the actual pecuniary, the actual financial benefits that you stand to get from this case when that very president has nominated you? Can I ask you another question? Do you know, yes or no, does the president pay all of his legal bills to the firms that have represented him in the past? Yes or no? Do you know if he's been a good client in paying his bills?
Senator, I couldn't speak to other law firms.
It's well reported, and I'm from New Jersey, he stiffs firms constantly. So this president potentially owes your firm money, you have a financial stake in that, and he nominates you to the bench. Objectively, as an objective person, would that not raise questions to this committee? And shouldn't we ask you what your financial tie is to the President of the United States?
I'll be happy to clarify that, Senator. My firm has, I've been very fortunate. My firm has revenues of almost $2 billion a year. The amount that we take in or might take in from President Trump, I don't know how much that is, but it would be an extraordinarily small amount, even though it's obviously
Sir, to you it's a small amount. To the average American, no. $400,000. If somebody has a stake in with the president to $400,000, a president that has personal lawyers all over his administration, we now see that in the Justice Department, we have his former personal lawyer that has allowed him to set up a slush fund that is paying out people that potentially could have attacked this Capitol. America is seeing right now that this president is turning out to be a grifter who uses his financial relationships to appoint people who have financial ties to them, and then from the people that are negotiating in the Middle East, financial ties to the president. The people in our Justice Department, financial ties to the president. Don't you think you should be more transparent with your financial ties to this president before we have to vote on you to confirm you?
So, Senator, if I'm confirmed, I will resign my partnership at Sullivan and Cromwell. I will make no money whatsoever going forward from any representation that the firm has.
But you have made money from the President of the United States in representing him now.
So, Senator, to be clear, the $400,000 that you mentioned, which obviously is a lot of money for the average American, goes to my firm. If there is profit at the end of the year in my firm, I receive a minuscule amount of that money.
Mr.
So,
Shorts,
Senator,
you wrote, if I may finish, in your college magazine, long time ago, in 1997, titled Married in the Eyes of God, you argued against same-sex marriage and criticized the first same-sex wedding held in my state at Princeton Chapel between two university alumni. Do you still hold those views that you represented in that article back in 1997?
So, Senator, you're asking about personal and religious views. What I will say is the language that I used in that article was harsh, unacceptable, and reflected my views as a teenager.
So do you think it's germane for me to ask, if you wrote an article that said, I hate black people, do you think it's relevant for me to know your views today about your views on African Americans, on Italian Americans, on Catholic Americans, or gay Americans?
So, Senator, I think it's a fair question. And what I would say is, throughout my adulthood, over the last 20, 30 years, and as a professional, I've always treated everybody equally and with respect, whether they are gay or straight. I have a tremendous amount of admiration and respect
I think your
colleagues.
views are germane to the job. I would like to ask the chairman right now, and thank you for the latitude, sir. We should know the fullness of his financial entanglements with the President of the United States of America. It is absolutely unconscionable that the Senate continues to confirm people that have financial entanglements with the president. That goes to their objectivity when it comes to issues regarding the President of the United States and his interests when it comes to separation of the powers and more. And I'm hoping that my QFRs will be answered candidly and in detail. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. You folks are dismissed now. Thank you for your service, and thank you for your coming service.